Hello and welcome back to the heart of the swarm. Now we're at the point where we can...
Dominion transmissions indicate the Zerg swarm has been split into factions. Part of the swarm is on Char, under the command of a broodmother named Zagara. She is fighting a running battle against General Warfield's Dominion forces.
So yeah, this is the part where you can choose what planet to go to. The story makes most sense if you choose the bottom planet always, so that's what I'll do. Basically, I think if I went to the icy planet, I'd get a lot of missions involving roaches and things like that, but I went to this planet, so I get lots of missions involving banelings and other such fun things. And though technically the ability to make roaches, which we'll get after doing the ice planet, makes these missions really easy, I want to do it in order because the story flows better when you go from bottom to top. At least that's what I've found. And I am often right. So, this big thing is a Leviathan. It was just sort of hanging around.
Zerg organisms detected.
That's why I'm here. They'll either accept me as their queen, or I'll start killing them one by one until they do. What are you?
I am Isha. Your Majesty used to store all her ideas, thoughts, and plans within me. Do you not remember?
Yes, I do remember you. More importantly, you remember me.
You are the Queen of Blades. I obey.
Perfect. Summon the swarm and prepare to move on Core Hall.
The swarm is in disarray and will not answer your call. Most Zerg on Char are under the command of Broodmother Zagara. She seeks to create her own swarm. While she lives, the swarm will be divided.
Not for long it won't. Take us down to the surface. Tell me about this Leviathan.
It is the organism from which you command the swarm, and this is its nerve center.
And it can take me to any world I wish?
Of course, my queen, but our numbers are few. Before conquering other worlds, you may wish to reclaim your forces here on Char.
Leave the strategy to me. Now, what else can I do on this Leviathan?
You can evolve and upgrade your swarm in the evolution pit. The creature Abathur can help you.
The Dominion sure made themselves at home while I was gone. Once I've reclaimed my forces, General Warfield is getting evicted. What are you?
Abathur. Evolve swarm, spin strands and sequences. Served Overmind, then served Queen of Blades. Now serve you.
I am the Queen of Blades.
Different. Examining genetic strands. Queen of Blades was efficient, ancient Zerg qualities. Minor Terran influence. You, infected with more Terran matter. Grasper limb poorly designed. Can improve. We'll give it back better.
Don't touch me.
Only focus is evolving the swarm. Seek perfection in all things. Work in evolution pit. Can review my work here. Many benefits to evolving swarm. Start with Zergling.
Did the Broodmother Zagara try to take you with her?
No, not powerful enough to command me. Only you.
If she lacks that power, how did she think she could command the swarm?
Adaptation. Place herself in situation where only option, evolution, force change on herself.
So she may have evolved into something much more dangerous. That will make things interesting.
Organism can be upgraded. 3 distinct mutations available. Once chosen, will activate sequences within creature. Improve combat potential. Mutation choice, not permanent. Can alter at any time.
One of your brood mothers, Zagara, refuses to acknowledge that you are the Queen of Blades. Before you can reclaim Char from the Terrans, you will need to bring her brood back into the fold.
Okay, so you've seen all the good stuff on our base of operations. It is now time to start the mission, whatever it was called. I missed the title there, but yes, the point is it's starting. And what's going on in this mission is there is a brood mother called Zagara who is not happy with us. She thinks she can do better than us. So in order to prove our supremacy, we are going to gather eggs and then spawn so many banelings that the game literally cannot handle it. It's fantastic. But of course, such fantasticism requires a very long loading screen that causes death and despair in all who look upon it. So we're just going to wait for that orange bar to eventually move and enjoy the lovely, lovely art in the meantime. The art appears to be little zergy-wergy larvae inside eggs. The zerg are weird, okay, because you've got queens, and the queens lay eggs which hatch into larvae, which turn into eggs, which turn into something else. And sometimes those eggs can turn into drones that then also turn into something else. The Zerg just have a hard time of it. They have growing pains.
Zagara's brood is currently huddled in Char's acid marsh, where you stored millions of eggs for future use. From the location of her hive cluster, it appears Zagara intends to gather as many eggs as she can.
She's trying to build an army. But how will she hatch the eggs?
She can place them in a birthing pond to quicken. I have located our hive cluster near one such pond.
Then I'll collect enough eggs to spawn an army and destroy Zagara.
Well, there you go. The plan is laid out. We have to gather eggs, and we have to gather eggs before Zagara gathers a lot of eggs.
What is it now?
The strategy for completing this mission in a timely and orderly manner is much the same as the strategy for completing the previous mission in a timely and orderly manner, which is queens, lots of queens, lots of queens, lots of queens.
You are a weak and pathetic Terran creature. Leave Char while you can. These eggs and this swarm belong to me.
Gonna make sort of an attempt to spread creep, but don't expect anything amazing from me in that regard, because I'm just terrible at spreading creep. I need to be better at spreading creep, but I'm not, and that is just the harsh realities of life.
Zagara
So Zagara is on her
has drawn the
way.
attention of some feral banelings. They are attacking her.
So there you go, those lovely...
Zagara has deep tunneled back to her base to recover her strength. She will return.
Those lovely random banelings popped out of the ground.
Very useful. Morph from zerglings. Any zergling can morph to baneling.
And now they're under our command, which just goes to show how terrible a leader Zagara is, because you come to attack someone's base, and then wild, unaffiliated Zerg decide it's worth their while to explode upon you.
The unhatched eggs. Now I just have to get them before Zagara.
That's when you know you're no good. Now, obviously, achievement-wise, there's an achievement for not letting Zagara gather any eggs, but I don't care about that for this playthrough. I'm just not going to let her gather 100 eggs, which is how many she cannot gather. I'm not going to run around gathering eggs straight away. I'm afraid I am going to be dull, slow, steady, and good. I'm going to gather up my economy, make sure my structures and fundamentals are there, and then I'm going to sweep across the map in a tide of death. Those upgrades will be very important for our all-Swarm Queen army, because once again, Zerglings are just too feeble to be cost-effective. I mean, in a multiplayer game, a Zergling's entire job is to be a cheap, easily expendable unit, but cheap, easily expendable units don't really work in a single-player game when you only have a couple of bases. Pardon me! So we currently have one base. Soon we will have two bases, because there is another base nearby that we shall take. We shall take it for ourselves. We shall have a good time. But first I want to establish the base I'm already on, and that involves saturating the mineral line. As you can see, we have 19 out of 21 drones there. Once we have 21 drones, that is the mineral line as saturated as can possibly be. Putting any more drones there is just a waste because they won't gather minerals any faster, and that's how that works. I didn't actually even tell you how many drones you had on a base or geyser in Wings of Liberty. You just had to guess. I mean, obviously you could be good at the game and just see with your eyes how many there were, but I was never good at that. So this counter has been a godsend for me. It has allowed me to stabilise my economy quite lovely. And there you go. That's the end of whatever just came to attack us there. Didn't last a second, and that's because we are establishing our defences and just generally being on our best behaviour. I think now is the time I'm going to go and try and take the second base, which is here. Really, I could have tried for it beforehand. To completely saturate my current base before taking a second base means there is some downtime. I am just too cautious. Obviously in a multiplayer game, caution like this will be punished. But in a single player game, not really so much. You can be as cautious as you like, and no one will mind. It's good for us. The game is desperate for us to move Kerrigan there so we can collect eggs, but we all know that's not going to happen for a good long while yet. Zagara is on the map, as indicated by that big flashing red light. She is doing her thing. We don't really care. What's that? She's got 13 eggs already? Ooh, that's scary, but something tells me we'll be okay. Those two drones have dreams of becoming spine crawlers. I don't know why, but when I recorded this, clearly I thought that 3 was a pretty fantastic number. It was proven in the last mission that 3 spine crawlers doesn't really hold anything, but it's obviously the number I've chosen to stick to.
We found several infested Terran structures nearby.
And that's what you need, really.
They
Conviction.
seem to be of interest to the Feral Zerg.
Gonna try and stop her from nabbing my egg, but I was unable to do so. But might as well defeat her while I'm in the neighbourhood. So there's the second base, ready to go. Not even as big as the first one, which is pretty tragic. But there you are. See, my Swarm Queens are suffering under Zagara. She'll be easier and easier to deal with as we get more and more Swarm Queens, obviously. Eventually, this will just become a cakewalk, and possibly another reason why people were not impressed with the difficulty of brutal. Because it's not as brutal as the name would imply, really. You just need to not screw up too much, and you're set. Set for life. In fact, you'll see in the mission after this, I screw up quite badly and still make it through. So, screw up all you want, really. Look at me, being diligent with my creep spread. Soon I'll be able to see a good 20% of the map, and won't that be marvellous? You can see I'm hurting for minerals, but as soon as I get these drones here, I will be getting as many minerals as I can possibly get in this mission. And then I can hardly complain, can I? There we go, minerals saturated. All we need now is that gas. And I say need, we don't need it. Or maybe we do. I think at some point I realised that I'm so overloaded with gas, I want to get a lot of queens, I start to make more hatcheries. And once I've done that, then the gas becomes a bit more of a precious resource again. Oh, am I going for a 4th spine crawler? That couldn't be. He needs to be turned into a geyser. Come on, past Jamie, sort it out. He's right there. Come on, get that drone into a geyser. Do it. Oh. Oh. Come on, notice that. Oh, I'm just not good at this game. Oh my god, look at that, 4 spine crawlers. It's happened.
Who asked you?
The dream. Look at that. Oh. Now I've found him. Excellent. Looks like I'm setting up my defences good and early, because defense is the key to defense. I don't know. So, obviously I'm prioritizing queens over defense because I want to get a lot of queens, and then I'll have a lot of fun. Everything is going swimmingly, a bit too swimmingly really. We need to be under more pressure in this mission, if you ask me, because Zagara collecting eggs is not as much pressure as they thought it was. Oh, and obviously the bonus objective, there are 2 command centres which are being pinged by a yellow ring. We got to go destroy them. I think we're already strong enough to destroy them. The only reason I'm powering up so much is that the very final attack of this mission does require some gumption, so you've got to get yourself gumped up.
Something is different about this nest.
This baneling nest is ready to hatch immediately.
Let's get this over. You have my attention.
So, those baneling nests, there are 6 of them on the map. Collect all 6 of them for an achievement. But if you're not fussed about achievements, don't bother collecting all the baneling nests because they're not that useful, they just explode. Granted, they deal damage when they explode, but yeah, there could be more impressive effects in the world. So, let's play a game. Am I going to get supply blocked, or am I going to be a good player? Good player, look at me go. I deserve to be in Gold League, let me tell you. Now look at that, the banelings are intelligent. They did not explode themselves upon that thing, even though I was not intelligent to tell them not to. So it's good that the computer's intelligent when I am not. It's not good that I was prioritising that spore crawler over the hydralisks that were killing us, but what can you do? So this is Command Center 1. As you can see, it went down as easy as Sunday morning. Sunday morning being a very powerful thing.
One of the infested Terran structures. One more remains.
So as you can tell by the sheer amount of time it takes to kill things, this Swarm Queen army isn't... And there you go, there's the bad rally. I threw away a Swarm Queen there because I just rallied them to Kerrigan without a thought as to what path it would take to get there. So yes, in terms of offensive capability, the Swarm Queen army is not great. And as soon as we get some more beefy creatures that can deal the damage, we will swap them over to them. But I have found, myself, in my playing of this game, that they are far preferable to Zerglings and Banelings, when Zerglings and Banelings are all you've got, because they just...
I sense more eggs.
They don't live long enough, and that is a tragedy.
Speak quickly.
So I think obviously now I have begun my egg gathering. In all this time of being essentially uncontested, Zagara's only managed to get 21 eggs, so there's really no time pressure when it comes to that. Now as you can see, I had trouble fitting a hatchery there. If I was clever, I would have dropped a creep tumor with the queen still there, but I'm not clever, so I guess I just don't get a 3rd hatchery, and I just have to live with that. Oh, there we go, we're under attack. Can our 3 spine crawlers do it? No. So, our base is under attack. If there's one thing to be said in Zergling's favour, it's that they're fast and could probably be on the scene dealing with this already, but we've got Slow Queen instead. Fortunately, fortuitously, the geyser lives. It lives with a slither of health, but it lives all the same. Zagara's going down.
This cannot be.
It cannot be, but in another, more accurate way, it can be, and it was. Obviously, you've probably noticed by now that the white dots on the map are the eggs, and you've probably noticed that there is a massive concentration of eggs in the upper left corner, so I think that's where I'm generally headed for. Also because there is command center there, and is it me, or did I just replace those spine crawlers with more than 3? Is that a thing that I did? Oh! Ah, there you go, I wasn't in clever enough. It's a combination of clever and intelligent. I wasn't in clever enough to put down a creep tumor, but I wasn't clever enough to just find a different place to put the thing, and that's just as good, really. So we are taking over. We're taking over the land with ease. Look at that. That was 6 spine crawlers. We have doubled up on our defenses.
There's not much time.
Gathering those eggs. I've got 15, 17. Now don't worry. I'm making it look very slow to gather the eggs, but now that I've gotten started and I'm not being distracted by Sagara attacking me, you can gather these eggs very, very quickly. It's fine. It's not a problem. It's not a big deal. This second command center. Oh, there we go. Look, I moved the queens in so they could all attack. I am just good at this game. There is no other word for it.
We destroyed the last infested Terran structure.
So it appears that I lied to you, and that gathering the Zerg in the last mission did not increase Kerrigan's level. It looks like Kerrigan's level only starts to increase after you get the Leviathan. But, you know, doing bonus things, it's always a good habit to get into, because from now on, they'll be vital to increasing Kerrigan's level. You'll see soon what that actually means, what that actually achieves for us, and it is well worth it. Those spine crawlers dealing the damage, but just not quite enough damage. You can see I've still only got 3 spine crawlers. I think I just put 4 more drones. I think I realised that was the weak point in my defence. So, who knows? Maybe I'm learning. Maybe I'm getting better. You'll never know, because I don't really think when I play this game, I just do things. Now, those 2 queens, they've gotten stuck, and I don't really know how. They can't move anymore. So, okay, I'm sorry, queens, that is your new home. That is just where you're going to have to be. Is our 6 spine defense enough? I don't think it is. And I am pretty much on the other side of the map, so let's see how well I survive this one. That geyser is unfortunately lost to us. It put up a good fight. Oh look, those drones that I rallied there, I forgot to turn into spines, so my defense is still weak. That one queen really gave it her best and failed, as did that Burgling, that Baneling. That queen is clever. She's going to run away, wait for reinforcements, and reinforcements arrive now, splattering themselves on the Hydralisks. Having a good time. Where has Sagara run to?
Broodmother Sagara is 1/4 of the way to collecting the eggs she needs.
Well, she's about to suffer a setback. With 1/4 of my army doing their best to fight, the other quarter just sort of dancing. So I think, as a lovely little insult, I shall take the eggs she was attempting to take, but we are being attacked by infested Terrans, which turns out are not that big of a threat. I don't know why I decided to sort of stagger my defense there. I suppose it's stylish in its own way. But now I'm just sort of... I'm really ramping up the defense. My base will be impregnable. I will prove to the world that spine crawlers are all you need to hold off armies.
The swarm never rests.
You just have to believe. Of course, once tanks or units that can fly get involved, then we're doomed. But for now, you just have to believe. Now, I notice I have rather a lot of gas this mission, which is good, because it means I'll never hurt for gas when it comes to making queens. But of course, the problem is that minerals are finite as well, and I believe I'm starting to run out. And yes, look at that, I have 20 inactive drones, mineral fields depleted, it's not a good time. So, this army is about as big as it's going to get. I can make a few more queens, but not that many more.
Nothing stands in my way. Let's get this over with.
Don't think finding those pathetic Baneling nests will save you.
Yes? There's not much
She's
time.
rude. She is rude and she's on tilt. We can all tell it. Our force is under attack. That's probably some poor innocent queen. Oh look, the queen survives. Hopefully the other queens will heal her up. Yes, health has gone to red to orange.
This world is mine.
Can we see yellow?
Get going.
Yellow, green. There you go. Everything's great. As you can see, it is not very energy intensive for queens to heal things. They're all on full energy. They can heal for the rest of their lives and more. Though that's probably because the effect of having a billion gazillion queens instead of just 1 or 2, as the game probably expected you to have.
There's not much time.
Oh, Zagara, you came to the wrong neighborhood. I am going to kinetic blast your face, crushing grip your friends. Look at that, I attacked move to get a better concave. I am just a pro player.
Never really die. I am the swarm.
We can put that theory to the test, I am sure.
Just a little more.
Yeah, how many eggs do I have now? Look at that, 97 eggs. I didn't even go to the juicy, lucrative top corner that I wanted to.
Get going.
My base is under attack, but does it even matter? I think I might actually have enough spine crawlers to hold off that attack,
I have
which
enough
is good.
eggs. Abather, infuse the birthing pond. Get those eggs to hatch for me.
Simple. Catalytic solution. Accelerated quickening. Army ready in a moment.
And now, Zagara will regret crossing me.
So these are the Banelings. They can utterly destroy Zagara and your frame rate. As you can see, oh look at that, my spines did hold that. That's pretty impressive. I'm proud of myself because that's what I was trying to achieve with my life. But you see that huge moving mass of green at the bottom of the screen? As soon as that appears on our screen properly, our frame rate is going to be reduced to like 1 frame per second. It's pretty amazing. We have 259 out of 200 supply. This game's just out of control. Look, there's a Baneling nest. I'm going to get even more. And here they come. They are pouring. So, you know, this mission isn't the most exciting one, but it ends on a pretty big finish. We've got the Queens to attack air, and there are Mutalisks here, so just coming with Zerglings and Banelings can actually be a problem. So that's cheeky of them. The Queens can attack air and basically tank things, and these Zerglings, if they can ever get past the Queens, are just going to deal more damage than you can ever hope for. Am I? Oh, look! Try lowering your graphics settings or closing other applications. Nope. Blizzard, it's not my settings that are the problem. It's the fact that we have about 200 Banelings that's the problem. There you go. I move commanded to let the Banelings in, and now unleash the swarm. Explosions everywhere. That Ultralisk just does not enjoy his life. His tusks are very slow motion flying into the air. Those Mutalisks stand no chance against my Queens. Everything is melting. Can we get these bases? Come on. Oh, yes. Just a little more. There we go. Shabams. Everything is being blasted. I love that the Queens are healing the Banelings, thus making their job more difficult. But there we go. Zagara's base. See, I didn't even need to use all my Banelings. That is just how overpowered you are at the very end of this mission. It's pretty fantastic. Where did those Zerglings even come from? I don't know. I didn't make them. I guess they must have come as part of the deal, but their base is down.
I only did as you instructed, my queen.
Hold. I told you to rebel against me.
You told all your brood mothers to be strong, to fight, to conquer. You said the Zerg lead by force of will. Your will is strongest, and I shall serve you.
I will let you live, Zagara. I want to rebuild the swarm, and you are a part of that plan.
You are my queen.
So there you go, we're done. Sorry, I zoned out there. I was just sort of basking in post-Baneling explosion. So those are the achievements there, all but one. I can't even remember what the super difficult achievement for that mission is. But of course, if you want to see it, I will show you it. And there you go. We're on the loading screen. It looks like this video footage I recorded came with Kerrigan talking on the Leviathan to characters. So enjoy a double dose of that. We will be back later for the next mission.
Zagara is here to serve your will.
Tell me, Zagara, how would you drive the Terrans from this world?
I would obliterate their fortress on the Dauntless Plateau. But the only way to reach it is through the Bone Trench. Be warned. Ever since the Terrans destroyed our infested platform, they control the skies. We will be vulnerable.
That doesn't concern me. Warfield has no idea what he's up against.
But what of the Zelnaga artifact? Could the Terrans still possess it?
They might, but I know it's not here on Char. It's no threat to us.
My queen, your chamber is now available. Within, you can alter your abilities.
Isha, all around me I see signs of the old Queen of Blades. But I can't remember why I held my forces here on Char for so long.
You were studying the future, planning for a great war.
What war? Explain.
You never told us. You only said that you had seen a vision of our extinction, and you wanted us to fight to the last.
I don't remember that. At all. The swarm is growing again. Now for you, Warfield. Reclaiming this world will send a message to your Emperor. I'm coming for him. Do you know why I beat you in battle?
You were stronger than I.
No.
Faster then.
No.
Do not toy with me, my queen. Tell me your secret.
Talk to Abathur in the evolution pit.
He will tell me?
He will change you. Go.
This is your personal chamber. From here, you can focus your neural pathways and alter your active abilities. As you grow in power, newer and stronger abilities will awaken. You can alter your active abilities here whenever you wish.
Tell me about the changes you made to Zagara.
Brood Mother template already allowed complex problem solving, learning, ability to command broods, multiple focuses. Now added muscle density, expanded brain matter. Now able to hypothesize multiple scenarios, cognitive flexibility.
Perhaps I should add this to all future brood mothers.
Extraneous brain matter deemed unnecessary for broodmother role in swarm. Extra matter requires extra energy. Also leads to increased independence. This contradicts imperative. Zerg must present no danger to leader of swarm.
Times are changing. I want my minions as dangerous as possible.
To reach the Dauntless Plateau, we must move the swarm through the Bone Trench. The Terrans will bring everything they have against us.